The creative industry here in Ghana can never be spoken about without our pace setters and legend. This is the Liz Talk Show. My name is Elizabeth Isuman, and you can always call me Liz, and I will holler back at you. Today we are joined by a screen sensation who has won the hearts of many with his performance, whether on screen or on stage, which we are yet to find out what he's good at actually. He does it best and with an unforgettable energy. They are not just an actor, but a storyteller and a force to reckon with when it comes to the creative industry right here in Ghana. A legend, I call him the King of Kings. I will introduce my guest to you right after this. Stick and stay, don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Thanks for staying. And I have with me a legend in the studio. Yes, you might be wondering who it is. It is none other than Mr. Kofi Adjololo. Welcome.
Thank you.
Legend, King of Kings. I hail you. I give you your
You
crown.
started again.
Welcome.
Again. You started
It's been
again.
a long while. I miss you.
The accolades are too much.
Hey, you are doing well.
Thank you.
I heard you are taking all the money in Lagos. I've been Abuja or
If I
wherever.
should take all the money, then what about Tinubu himself?
Oh, Tinubu dear, sir or no dear, he's the one sitting on it. But take a course.
Or
You know, you're arguably one of the living legends. I mean, a living legend in our continent. Someone would ask, who is Mr. Ajololo? How did you start this whole thing? And, you know, the challenges you've been through. Let's take it one at a step. How did this thing, acting, become a thing for you? Let's take it through that journey.
Actually, I thank God for putting me on this pedestal.
Yeah.
You know, in life, whatever it is, it's not by our strength or by our making, but the most omnipotent. I never knew or didn't think I would become an actor. Me, all along, when I was growing up from the age of 9 years, maybe, or 8, I knew that I would become a musician.
Ooh.
And a very popular musician for that matter.
Popular?
Yes, I had a dream
at
of becoming... At 8, 9, no, by 11, 12 to 14, I knew within me, and even my friends that I grew up with, around me, all of them knew that I would be a popular musician. Because those days I could compose music so well. And I could sing well. So when I went to secondary school, I learned how to play. No, at the age of 8, I learned how to blow the trumpet. And I became a very good trumpeter at that age. 12, 14, by 17, I could play guitar and I could play drums. I could play my guitar, and then, you know, I was not too good though, but I could play and compose and
Were
sing.
you being taught, or you are self-taught?
No, I am self-taught. I mean, with a
Even
trumpet,
with the instruments?
with the trumpet I was taught.
Okay.
Credit to one guy called Mr. Michigan.
Okay.
The owner of Aborigines Beach in Kita. Because I was schooling in Kita. Then I went on, and I started playing band in Accra here. So I played band when people like Kojontri.
You worked with Kojontri?
Oh, I apparently I was playing a different band. They were also playing different band, but we knew each other. I knew a whole lot of musicians in Ghana know that I used to be a musician. A a whole lot of them. From Papa Youngson of later, let the soul rest in peace. Ambule, I've played with Ambule before, some few sessions, and I've played a lot. And people like Felix Bell, who played Daniel in the Lions Den. I blew the trumpet for him. We arranged the music, and I did a lot. But then, fast forward, I didn't know I would become an actor.
An actor.
So after music, I became a broadcaster.
How many years though were you doing the
music?
Music, yes.
Oh, that was I think it was about 12, 14 years.
You were just joining
from secondary school. I finished secondary school. From secondary school, I was already at secondary school, Form 4. I was already playing a professional band. So from 5 into 6 form, I was playing band. So that was from 1972.
Okay.
So apparently that was how I started. So I played until I ended up in Nigeria playing one of the big bands in Nigeria with Victor Waifu. And so that's it. So fast forward, I became a radio presenter.
There in Nigeria?
No,
back
in Ghana. I worked with Ghana Broadcasting Corporation.
Okay.
GBC
was that your
FM.
first media?
Yeah. After training in the broadcasting school. So
you did the same training with GBC?
Yes, I was in the GBC Ghana Broadcasting Training School. So
you started working
there, and then went to Europe, and then came back 5 years after doing some few courses in television production at the
You traveled out?
Yeah, I did.
To where?
To UK.
Ooh, for 5 years?
Yes.
What were you doing there?
Working and schooling.
Were you doing anything else, or still in the media space?
No, I was actually working at how do you call it? Rank Videos organization, and we were producing cassettes and things like that. So I was a quality control officer there, and then did some few courses at Ealing College towards my coming back, so that I could come on to TV. And so when I came back, I came back to GBC because that was where I was working. I came back to GBC on radio, and then I introduced some programs on TV, which was TV Market. I did Crime Combat. I did Uncle Ben's Kitchen. I did a trade fair.
Producer for that?
I was not producer. I was presenting.
Okay.
But for a program like Uncle Ben's Kitchen, it was my program.
It was your program.
Yes. So, and TV Market too was for Talal Fatah. And out of TV Market came Metro TV, actually.
Yes.
So, fast forward. And after the radio matters, after working with the Spite Media, opening Channel R station, broadcasting station, and all those things, and a cousin of mine had a problem with his script writers.
Okay.
He was by then the executive producer of Taxi Driver. Not very popular then. So
and the rest. Blessed memory.
So the executive producer happens to be a cousin of mine. So he called me and said, Kofi, but you can write this thing, the scripts for me. So that's I was never interested in acting, because when I was at GBC, some of the producers at GBC TV who were producers and directors for these programs like Thursday Theatre and the rest, they were contacting me, oh, you can do it. So, until I came back from London, I became a presenter of programs on TV. So I accepted to write the stories. So I did about, I think I wrote about 10 episodes. And then at a point, Mr. Mickey Osei, Kwe, Fosti, I think Fosti must be still alive, I think. And all these people, they said they were not going to do the job again. So my cousin actually got frustrated, and so he said, Kofi, you have been writing, you can act, come and act. He really forced me. In fact, he pushed the script to me to act. So I did some acting there, and that was the first time, and then that was it. And I got excited about it.
Would you term that as your major breakthrough?
That was not a major breakthrough, but after doing about let's say about 10 episodes of that taxi driver. I became the owner of the taxi, the concept, the
Okay.
taxis. I became the owner. So TT was making accounts to me.
Oh, okay.
And I was the owner of a mechanical shop. Anyway, so then I started acting. And then Auntie Grace Norte watched some of the episodes and said, Kofi. Well, Auntie Grace knew me at GBC as a presenter on radio.
Okay.
So he said, Kofi, you can do this thing, you have this talent. And so,
we're sitting on it.
So she took me to HM Films.
Oh,
and HM2 saw me, then he
HM
just gave me lead role. And so my first feature film I did ever, I did lead.
What movie was that?
Like it was titled Friday at 4:30.
Oh, do I remember?
No, you wouldn't remember. That was in 2001 or 2001 or 2.
Friday at 40. I'll
Friday
go back
at
to
40. So that was it. So I started my film career on set. The role I was given.
Major role.
Sweetheart, I was with people like George Williams, Mami Dokuno, Grace Norte, Grace Omabo.
These are strong faces in the industry. Then strong faces,
serious, and people. I was amongst them as a Nino cry.
You are blessed.
People like Parid were there, Eunice Banini, and all of them were there. Victor Lutrot.
So, like, how was it? First time seeing all of them.
Sweetheart, it was in Takoradi. I was like a confused man.
You will be. You will be.
But what gave me the confidence was the fact that I've done
this
some
TV
small
before.
Taxi something before. So out of that, I came out, and then one producer took.
But were you nervous?
Oh no, no. As for being nervous, I never experienced that fright.
Like seeing them at once on the set.
Oh, I knew. Oh, you see, seeing them, I knew that these are big stars. These are big names, and as far as film is concerned. But you see, meantime, me too. I've come to know myself that I've got this talent that I can really do it. And in fact, when we started shooting, the way all of them reacted,
then
I knew that
confidence.
I've been accepted. All of them. So I knew that Amugi them were there. Amugi, Emmanuel Mama, all of them, all the big names. So it was HM
because
Films.
What you're saying, HM Films, one of the
pioneers.
Yes, we could talk about.
Yes. So he just saw me when I entered the office, and then he gave me the script. He said, "Your lead role." That was it. So it was good. Then Akatuba came up with some series called The Tentacles.
Oh,
and he gave me the lead role there too.
Tentacles, I remember.
So
Susie Williams and the
I killed it seriously. So that was the beginning of the whole thing.
So which one would you say shot you to fame?
It's a Venus film production. This one, My Mother's Heart.
Oh yes, My Mother's Heart.
You remember that film?
I remember.
The one that I do. Then I'm going to kill somebody.
I think Susie was in there too.
Susie was there.
Yes, her mother.
Quite interesting.
Village setting.
Yes, it was an epic.
Yes,
very beautiful. That was it. So I had the opportunity to be awarded for that film, supporting role, best actor by AMA Awards.
Exactly.
So that was how I got exposed.
Oh, that movie.
So when I entered the acting, within 4 years, let's say 3 to 4 years, I got exposed.
Wow. So now, how do you approach character preparation for a role, whether that's stage or screen?
You see, unfortunately for me, which I've always told people, I've said, I've never done stage before. I've never done stage before.
Throughout acting.
Throughout acting. I told you that I didn't even know that I would become a actor.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, you've started.
Because
so
most of my seniors, most of my seniors, they were doing stage and all those things. But I mean, you stage that. I'm a radio broadcaster, I'm a presenter, I'm a radio, and those times now almost now I'm in popularity or radio. So.
Radio.
Yes, I was very popular.
Focus, no?
I was so popular on radio. Yes.
But the face wasn't known.
No, until I went to Europe and came back, and I started TV programs.
So let's talk about some of your memorable roles in acting. Talking about the projects that you've done across Africa?
In fact, you see, there are two.
Mm-hmm.
I did one in Monrovia years back,
Okay.
and that one too was an epic.
What's the title though?
The Wicked King.
Ah,
So,
yes,
the
I
Wicked King. I think
remember.
and then right now, as I'm talking, I just came back from a set, from a location or set,
Yeah.
and the title of the film is Katumba.
Katumba.
And for what the role that I played, so it's extraordinary. And what I went through before, the experience I went through, the challenges that I went through, my dear, I have done a whole lot of years of acting, but this particular that I've just come out from as we are sitting here
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 days ago, and that film, I know that when people watch it, it will be an award-winning film.
Wow. Who's doing the production?
It's a Kumawood film, a Kumawood thing actually.
Who is the producer?
The producer is one guy called Fred.
Okay.
I know him as Fred, but I hear he's a very popular Kumawood actor. It's called Chia Chinchina Choi.
Chinchina trying. It's like I've heard something before.
You have something like that.
Yeah, I've heard something. But his face is what I'm trying.
It's very popular. So we have Akabeneza.
Yes, Akabeneza. Like
popular. Like yeah. There's very popular ones were on set with me, and very challenging but sweet.
You haven't even finished, but I mean, from what you've done.
Yeah, no, they're still on set actually.
They're
still on set. I've done my part. I've finished my part, and very challenging. Like sitting on horses and things like that, being chased with horses and things like that in the bush, in the forest.
The script is sweet. I can imagine.
Oh yeah, I was caged. Later on,
hot.
maybe I'll show you some few pictures now because I have the pictures. Or maybe
at least we are doing well. At least.
Oh yes, I think God is so good to me because at my age, I still have the strength, to do things like that, running around in the bush.
Hey.
You're
blessed.
I thank God for
You're
this.
blessed because most of the people that you started with
I don't know where they are. It's just
some
a
are
few,
sick. Yes, most of them.
Few.
So do you hear from them, the close ones?
Oh yes, the person that actually I'm always concerned about is Emmanuel Ama, who is my friend, who is my colleague, and so
he's the closest.
When I entered the industry, he was my paddy. Yeah, so
even today,
you guys have come a long way. Can you imagine? I said I came back from Konongo 2 days ago, and when I came back, I was thinking just this morning, I was thinking I have to send something to this mama. Buy something to fruition or that sort of. But I always.
Is he doing well though?
Oh well, yeah,
well. Strong? I mean,
he's not strong to do feed. No. But the way he's, I really like him. When I visit him, or it's been long since I visited him.
Hey,
but when I call him, the wife will give the phone to him, and we do blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Emmanuel. So I've always said that we shouldn't forget our heroes.
Yes.
It's very important, and this is one guy who was on the screen, and he was making us all happy and putting smiles on our faces. So, I've always said that we need to remember people like this.
Do you think that Ghana Actors Guild, they are doing so well in terms of, remembering the legends like yourself and other actors who have been there, talking about Gollywood?
My dear, sometimes you have to be real and factual.
Yes, definitely.
Whatever Ghana Actors Guild is doing now, I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea.
Does it make you sad when you sit and look at the toils?
It saddens me so much because I have always said that myself, kofiadjololo, it's not only the Ghana movie industry that I work in. It's not only here that I work. I've worked in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
I know 2 times I've been to Sierra Leone. I've worked. I know how that industry is. I've worked in Monrovia. I know how fast they are growing.
Exactly.
The industry is growing there. I've worked in Nigeria. I've worked once in Kenya. Now, looking at it and looking at the way they organize their guilds, all these people who actually started just yesterday. Monrovia had problems with their guild matters, but now they are settled.
And it's firm.
Yes, they are settled. And I think because Van Vika, this guy, Frangatus, and the rest, who actually got exposure here in Ghana, now they are exposed over there. So I think the Moravians, the Liberians too are now, they're backing up very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. So with our guild, as I'm sitting here, if you ask me about the guild, Ghana Actors Guild, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. It's a pity. It's a pity. I can't blame anybody for it.
Is it that their dues are not being paid because maybe they need money?
No, but then if you see, the first thing is before you can even ask somebody due, do you have a data? Do you have a data? You don't have data of artists.
They are not even well planned.
There is this guy who is trying to do something, Kofi Atta or whatever. No, he's a young man. He's also trying very hard to collect data on the actors and all that. Because without data, how would you know you have 126 members?
Exactly.
Or 100, you didn't know. You see.
Because looking at the rate at which, some of these legends come on TV, come on social media, they have to solicit for funds. Sometimes they are in their lowest points. You see them and then you ask yourself, these are people that have acted so many years and they have nothing to show off for. I feel like sometimes it's not encouraging for we the young ones coming up.
At all.
Looking up. Yes, that's my fear.
I was telling somebody that if my daughter or my son comes to tell me that I want to I'll tell them, what do you mean? Go and learn.
No, but that's what you do.
No, but it's true.
Why wouldn't you want her to do it?
No, because the structures are not.
Yes,
because I hustle through.
That's the truth.
I hustle through it. Look, last time I went to work, and we're traveling a distance of about 60 kilometers from the set to our place where we're residing.
Oh boy.
We're sitting in Aboboya.
Like seriously?
Aboboya didn't have lights, so all they were holding their phones. Major road.
No bus.
You see,
is it lack of funds?
These are the risks that we go through. As actors, we go through a whole lot of risk. We are not insured.
Do you think Ghanaians don't want to invest?
Please, it's not about Ghanaians. It's not about Ghanaians don't want to invest.
Then what is it?
Excuse me. I mean, everybody as an individual has a choice of where to put his money.
Anyway.
You can't say because Ghanaians don't want to invest. Invest in what? If me, I don't know about your business, how can I? If you don't even make me know about your business, how can I give money to go and do the business? To even loan you the money. So everybody as an individual has a choice of whatever he wants to do with the money.
But I feel like once a producer is shooting and has actors on.
Now, if you make the job attractive, or you make the whole thing attractive, why wouldn't I come and put my money? The people are not making the thing attractive. We are working. But, look, filming is all about hype. We don't know even how to hype our own films. Now, if we are doing our premieres, the premieres we'll be doing, usually, you don't, even these days, you see premieres on TV.
Hardly.
Advertised. Hardly. Now, when you go to some of these our platforms, like Actors, some of the entertainment platform, that's where you see all these things. So now you are putting these things on the platform for actors and actresses only to come to your premiere. You understand what I mean? So apparently, that even when you do the premiere, then the public is not there. Then you find some few actors and actresses who are well dressed, and so beautifully
Those
dressed.
ones are even doing it with their own money.
They do that thing with their own money. They buy the ticket and come. And you go to a premiere, you just find only actors and actresses. Hey. And the public is absent.
You see, so now whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Now, if you are doing a production, you should know that this thing I'm doing now, it needs a lot of money. maybe I need to get a certain amount of money to help push this thing to my target audience.
Now somebody's not ready. Somebody hasn't.
So why will you come and put actors on the on the crew
that
and
is,
then or on the cast
that is even,
and come and stress them?
That is even why they are not even able to pay artists.
Looking at comparing this our industry now, looking at it how where it stands now and Nigeria. You know the treatments they give you when you go there and what they do for you here. What is the main difference? What is making us slack?
You see, Nigeria, they know the business.
Exactly.
If they know that you have worked very hard to get to that level,
they give you your accolades.
Good. They want to preserve you.
Wow.
You understand? They will preserve you, and they will do whatever it takes to preserve that level, your level. So that because our
they
business,
give you a kingship treatment.
Our business, that's the way. It's show business.
Exactly.
It's show business. It comes with
it comes a clash.
And,
they have to pump it.
And so it's not like we are trying to force it. That's the way the business goes. So even in Nigeria, somebody will see you. You go. Let's say I know a Nigerian artist. I don't want to mention him. Very popular. His first car. We went to work. Work in somebody's house, a very rich man's house. You give the house out, you can use the house. So the guy had this is it Cherokee Jeep?
Okay, yeah.
Or no, VW Omega. One of those, I think. It's quite long time. The guys just said, this man's car is nice. So this car there, I'll buy it.
You get stuff.
The guy overheard him. So you like this car? Okay, when you're going to take it?
Just like that.
The people said, just like that. You see, that's these people, the Nigerians, they love the artists. They love the artists so much.
The unity is there in the love.
But we hear, although they love us, but I don't know.
That's what I'm asking. So this is the economy, and I say stinginess.
Oh, me can say stingy.
Then what is
Ghanaians, we are not stingy.
Or
Ghanaians,
we lack generosity.
Oh, if you lack generosity, then you are stingy.
That is it. So
But I don't see it that way. I think
what is it?
I think the mindset towards film and the way it must be regarded, we don't have it.
So what do you think we can do to change that mindset?
The mindset is about, you see.
And can the narrative be changed? Can it? Can it be changed?
Why not? If there is a narrative that is not helping or that is negative, can still be changed. You have young ones coming up who have ideas. Like I just mentioned somebody's name.
Yes.
Right now, the National Film Authority too, we have some young brains there, KOFI, we have James Gardner and the rest. So I expect these guys, being that they are young and have that kind of thing, they'll put it in. And their input is what we are all waiting for the industry to move on.
Is it lack of funds?
You see, Nollywood didn't get to this standard because of funds, or they were expecting funds from government. No. I'm saying that they are guilds. They have Actors Guild, they have Producers Guild, they have makeup people, their guild, they have scriptwriters guild. All the sectors have guilds, and the guilds are well organized.
They are doing well.
Our guilds are not
No, Actors Guild, what now? Can't makeup. Any script writers.
That's an makeup.
Now producers.
One guy came up with a crew guild for the crew. And they are always complaining.
I think it's because of the due payments and all of that.
Oh,
the payments. It's the payments.
No, man.
Because I feel like if it is well done, or they don't do any form of payment.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
They do.
So I feel like because if you don't put in money, what do you want to come and get? What do you
want
to
if the
gain
Actors
at the
Guild, they bring out a communique. Like when the young man died, Pope died recently. That day we were on set. They said, no working. The guild came out with a communique. That the whole, look how big Nigeria is.
Yes.
There were sets in Enugu, sets working in Lagos, Asaba, where Abuja, North. Nobody went to. No work.
Wow. Just to honor him.
Yes, just to honor him.
This is beautiful. Can we do same here?
We can.
Who is going to set the pace? Who?
Maybe kofiadjololo.
Then well.
Maybe I'll become the JJ Rollins of Ghana.
Because sometimes I get yes, because you need somebody to
put in the
revo. You have to, because I feel like our industry is dying.
Oh, tonight.
Yes, because
no, we are working.
Not enough.
In fact, we have the stories. We have the story. We have to upgrade our skills when it comes to even the work itself.
Exactly.
We have to upgrade our.
One way now.
We have to upgrade a bit. Yeah, a bit more, because I'm sure this year or next year or so we are going to vote, elect new executives for Ghana Actors Guild, and I'm very sure. And that's where sometimes people come in and I don't know, when they come in, do they have ideas and whatever? And I think our vice president for Actors Guild is Van Vika or something like that, or president is some Fission, some Sami is the president. No communicate, nothing. Do you know about them?
As for Van,
you yourself, you're an actress. Do you know anything about that?
No, I haven't really heard anything though.
You have been an actress.
Really
Not that you have been an actress. You have been acting. You have done films. Do you know something about Ghana Actors Guild?
No, I've heard.
Look, I have met so many actors for the past 5 years. Say he's an actor. Are you a member of the Actors Guild? No. I don't know. How can I become a member?
They don't even know where.
They don't
even know. It's sad though. Sometimes I sit down and I look at this and say, hey, Ghana, where are we going? And when you look at other countries and what they are doing.
We will be here and they will look at even Rwanda.
Rwanda is really trying.
Rwanda film industry.
It's booming.
You see, Rwanda is developing in all its sectors, from mining industry to technology to whatever, and inclusive of film. Right now, Rwanda, when you watch Rwanda,
we have talent.
We even know better. We know better than them.
Oh.
We are intelligent people here. Very brilliant people. Go to the Ghana film school, that Ghana NAFTI. NAFTI graduates will come out of NAFTI and then we don't see them. When Mr. Willie Akufo set up that Galileo school, today there are so many cameramen that I've met. Cameramen, scriptwriters, editors.
All that came out from
that school. When that school was opened, when last 8 years it went down because new government has come. Like they said, and the other government gave money for that school to be done. So the new government then. Even the owner of that school, the guy who took the money for that, he was even asked to come and answer questions. Leave that institution for them. Most of the Kumawood boys, directors, cameramen, soundmen, they all went to that school.
Yes, that's produced a lot of people.
A lot of people. So
that school has
why should they even change of government so you go and touch that school?
Me, I'm shocked. Everything is politicized
in
this country.
As it is, how can our industry go on? How can it move on?
So we are the same individuals.
These are people who have finished, and if they finish the school, as they finished, they could be, now working. It will help them to also upgrade. Upgrading the skill is most important because if you upgrade your skill or you update whatever you are doing, then you can see that yes, then it upgrades the whole industry as a whole. So that's the problem we have.
I believe that every individual stands for one thing. And so one would ask that, what do you convey? What are the principles you try to convey through your roles of acting?
Yeah, for one thing I know, if I take my role, I look at the role. And I check if I can do it.
Okay.
I read the script. I check if I can do it. If there are some challenges in the script, I'll let the producer know or the director know that, oh boy, this script, I think I can do it.
What are some of the things that you stand for as Mr. Ajololo? What do you want to be seen for?
Yeah, what I want to be seen for is that I want to be seen as a very hard worker, a very serious person. Because in fact, they know that when I'm on set, I want everything done with seriousness. I wouldn't say perfection. That's why I'll call myself a perfectionist. I wouldn't say that. But I am a very serious person. And in the industry, do people know that I'm a very serious person? Because if you do something and it's not right, I would like to point it out to you. And that this one doesn't help. I do it. Excuse me if you don't like it, but I see myself as a tutor. So that's why today, somebody asked me, have you set up a school for people to come to study acting? I said, no, I'll go on to the field and the young ones are there, and then if they give me a script to do, and I don't refuse the scripts anyhow, unless it's because of some challenges. But I would like to sit with the young ones, go on the field with them, go on the set with them, and my presence inspires them, motivates them, better than saying I'm in the classroom teaching. I could teach.
You could teach.
I could teach. But I prefer to be on the field, so I go.
It's your
whatever they go through, the challenges they go through, I also go train. They motivate them, it inspires them.
Inspired. So is that one of the ways you are looking at impacting your audience?
Oh yes, because that one comes with being a principled man. Because if you're not principled, so
your hallmark is principle.
Yeah, it's principle.
Basically.
I hold on to it. Basically.
Let's share some, lessons you've learned through your journey, your career, and then what has helped you, shaped you as Mr. Kofiadjololo.
Yeah, it's about being patient with your directors and producers and being tolerant. Have good communication with them. You understand? As for me, I know that's it. If there is any nonsense coming my way, even if I rebuke it, if I give it a rebuke, however, I am diplomatic about it.
Exactly.
So the producer and the director, I'm very communicative with them. That's why they keep calling me.
Exactly.
I have the time for them. That's the patience that I have. Tolerance. If things like food is not coming on the set, you hear me shouting.
You don't have to yell.
No, I don't have to yell. So tolerance. I should know how to communicate with people around me. Okay. A lot of times when I go to places, after working, the young ones will say, Mr. Ajololo, Mr. Ajololo is cool, or he's very friendly. They've met stars like Mr. Ajololo, but they are not friendly at all. If you go near them, it's like, they say it. They tell me. So these are the things that I also apply to my everyday life as far as my profession
is concerned. And then before we move from this, we drift away from the Ghana movie industry. Looking at the industry, the film industry now, how do you see it in future evolving? How do you see it basically?
That is when I'm not there.
From now. Looking at it now, and then looking at it in a few years' time, maybe you might be there, maybe you might not be there.
Because I'm a 70-year-old. 70-year-old.
I mean, you can live long, so definitely God can bless you. Even if it's 10 years from now, it's still in the future.
Okay, God bless us all.
Amen.
How happy I will be to see this industry, the young ones holding the fort for us in a very positive way, in a very good way. Wherever I will be very happy to see that. I personally, as and I'm not losing any hope.
Yes.
As far as this industry is concerned, I know very well that as we all living in this world, the younger generation. They are, like they say, they are the leaders of the world, and being that they are leaders of the world, I don't think they have the limited ideas to make a sector grow. I'm sure with the younger ones, they have an expanded horizon when it comes to ideas and how it can be applied,
Exactly.
as far as the sector is concerned. So I do hope that we have brighter days coming, though.
Exactly.
But that's for now.
For
That's
now,
for
yeah.
now. The structures are not there yet. And I believe, as I said, the young ones have they've taken some positions as of now, and I'm just hopeful that the inputs that they are going to um, uh, source out or apply will help the industry to grow.
To grow. So now one would ask that what are the steps we can take to help this industry, grow globally? What are the things we can do to change the film industry and make it a global name?
We have to convince people that this business of ours or this industry is profitable. Like I said earlier on, it's individuals and their choices as far as investment is concerned. Film industry, even I believe, if I'm not far from wrong or right, Hollywood, it was individuals who actually started Hollywood, not government, not government. So it's not about government, but it's about how we can make individual businessmen or individual young men who have got money to make the whole thing attractive for them to invest in.
Let's talk about some of your projects that you're working on and what you're planning to do ahead. What are some of the things that you're working on that you would want your fans to know and what to expect from you, Mr. Kofiadjololo?
Personally, I have a few scripts that I personally would like to do, as you are aware.
Yeah.
But since I'm growing,
Oh, Mr. Jololo.
my desire of making music when I was young is still there.
Really?
But I recently, yeah, of course, it's still there. But you see, coincidentally, my son is also doing music, and he's doing very well.
Wow.
My son. So sometimes I look at my son, I listen to my son's music, I say, oh, well, okay, all right. Look, forget about these plans and all these things. Your son is doing it, so forget about it. But
Exactly.
yeah, he's doing, and his direction too is very good.
It's
So
good.
so my main plan is just to, as at now, uh, keep it at a slow pace.
Exactly.
I'm growing, so I keep it at a slow pace, and then at a certain time that I can finally retire
Rest.
and then rest.
And then, before I let you off this hook, what are your words that you will give to aspiring producers, aspiring actors who are also looking up to you? What are the few things or the pointers you can give to them
All
to
right.
improve upon
You see,
themselves?
let's talk about producers first. Producers. What I think upcoming producers should know is first and foremost, filmmaking is about using money.
Yes.
If you don't have the money and your budget is not there, don't do it.
Don't even
Because
start.
if you do it, you would rather inconvenience a whole lot of people.
Exactly.
Even paying for your cameras and things like you might inconvenience people. Now, two, they should know that if you are a producer, you should know how best you can market and distribute your films. Distribution and marketing is what many of us in Ghana, many of our producers are lacking. These days we have YouTube. Many of the producers that I've come to know, they don't even know how to go to I don't want to mention their names anymore. The other channels.
Exactly.
They would rather monetize their channel, their YouTube channels, and put their works on YouTube. Then you can get their money
Exactly.
quickly. So the distribution and the marketing of the films, the producers should know much about, so that they can make their monies. Now, they should also know that film business, being show business, it goes with a whole lot of elegance. The dress, how an artist
Exactly.
comes out, you dress, how you look after yourself, and things like it's very important. You see, so the producer must be able, not that you invite me to come on as a producer, come on and say, please come, let's do an interview to promote my film, and then, excuse me, can you? Then you, the producer, you can't afford to give your artist, the actress, some small dough
Something
shoe
small
to
be.
put on
Oh,
nice,
no coffee.
no
Oh.
confuse to do your hair,
Oh.
put your nice lipstick.
No coffee. Oh,
Producers, they
no.
don't. So
They are not
that is
trying.
what I'm saying.
Oh.
So if the young ones, as they are
They're
coming
not
up, they should know
trying.
these things. Know how you market and distribute your film. You should have the money to your budget should be good enough.
Exactly.
Okay, you should know that this business, show business, the hype is big, so you do it.
Big.
As for the actresses and the actors, all I can say is know how you communicate with your producers and your colleagues, and know how tolerant you can be. Be respectful and loyal.
Exactly.
Dedicate yourself. Just tell yourself that I'm dedicating
Let
myself
the
to this.
passion
Let the
be
passion be
there.
strong. If the passion is there, you get to this level and you dictate the monies that you take.
Exactly. I think that's what we lack.
The passion. No, a lot of the young ones have the
But the
passion.
fast, they want it very quick.
Yes.
Swiftly. They
Yes.
want to grow in
Yes.
in 2 years and
Which
come
is
and
wrong.
be like
Which is wrong.
Mr. ADJOLOLO.
Which is wrong.
No, you've
You
also
can't do
had
that.
your journey.
You can't do that. So, if you are even young at a certain age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, and you are even lucky to realize that, oh, I've got this talent, or I've got this passion for this job. Because me, I didn't get, as I told you, I didn't know that I would even become an actor.
Exactly.
So the passion for acting was not there when I was growing up. The passion for anything entertainment was my music. You got what I mean? So that passion should be there. But you see, the young ones now, as you are saying, they want it fast.
Fast.
They want to be like that. No, luckily too, now we have the TikToks. We have TikTok. So they are making it over there.
The TikTok is helping.
Oh, it's helping
the
them.
negative
You see,
side,
as they have the passion. So if they are not
Negative,
getting any production film matters, they go to they put camera
and
in
they are
front
doing
of them.
anyhow.
They do everything anyhow. And then some of them are insulting people.
Oh, that's my cursing and all of that.
Very bad. Very bad. In the name
It makes
of
the app
content.
so unattractive. So unattractive. Mr. ADJOLOLO, this one there, I'll leave you with this one. And normally I'm supposed to give you like quickie questions like 3B, but we don't have time. So I want you to give us, since you love music, just two.
What?
2 lines of your favorite songs, like of all time.
I beg, I will come.
Just 2 pair.
I beg.
Okay, give us 1 line.
Huh?
1 line.
Of my favorite song. Which song?
Give us, I don't know. A song.
I don't know.
Hey,
I have my own
you've
songs.
been doing music.
I have my own songs.
Okay, so your own.
Aliji akpolo ye glama taye shaki shabi ebosmade rona nani male romare
And then on the note of we are leaving you guys, so but please, this our generation is becoming something else. Guys, take care of yourselves. Evil eye is real. Evil eye is everywhere. Limit what you post on social media. Before you post anything, remind yourself that you are putting yourself out there. Whoever is watching you, you might never know. It could be negative, it could be positive. You don't know the eye that is watching you. Please, I'm begging you. The death on our young people is becoming too much. We are not living long. We beg you. Social media is good, but please use it wisely. Remember that evil eye is real. It is real. Hatred and jealousy has become a thing of the day because of social media and what everybody wants to post. People want to be seen. Everybody wants to showcase what is there. Even what's not is not there, then you'll be attracting bad energy for yourself. Please, let us learn from the deaths that is going on. I wouldn't want to mention names, but some are so disheartening.
Disgusting.
Very, very. Please, let us learn from what is happening so we can live long. Our generations can come and grow up and meet us. Please. Thank you. This is the Liz Show. I'll see you same time next week. It's a wrap. Bye. And then don't forget, podcast. Podcast is on, guys. It's hot. Liz Media and then Ezekam TV. Her Voice Unleashed and then the Real Talk podcast. Her Voice Unleashed is on Ezekam TV. Don't forget to subscribe. Real Talk podcast. We have interesting stories that we talk about each and every week. I'll see you guys.